Available. Can she spot anyone? Unfortunately not. Oh my gosh, we've got 2 players left. Who is it going to end up being? Arcade Assassin YT. Oh, who's got the last one? Who was it?
So chances are, unless you've known me for a little while, you probably didn't know this about me. So let me tell you the story behind this phone. Back in the summer of 2020, everybody was locked away at home. Of course, as a 13-year-old kid, I had nothing better to do than to hop on my computer and play my favorite game in the world, Fortnite. One day, I received a promotional email from OnePlus basically saying that I can get a chance to play with Fortnite with Ali. And of course, we all know Ali for his famous intro. But also knowing that I was basically a pro Fortnite player at the time, I knew I had to give it a shot. Leading up to the day, I practiced and practiced and practiced. I spent hours a day just grinding and grinding. It got bad. You can even see in my videos, shot in mid-2020, that I look like a bowling ball. Literally. I 1v1 my friends on NA East, I ran arena matches, and even played some side tournaments with some friends to get a feel of the competitive sphere. And on the morning of July 4th, 2020, I woke up more ready than ever to compete in this Fortnite tournament. I turned my computer on, joined the voice channel where all the participants were, but once I joined, the moderators threw a curveball at me. It must be played on a mobile device, and that all the games would be hosted on Europe servers. And being a keyboard and mouse player, as well as a NA West player, this couldn't be worse. I had to play on an input method that I wasn't familiar with, and since the servers were hosted on the opposite side of the world, I was dealing with like 160 to 180 milliseconds of ping, which might sound like a little, but trust me, it's 100% noticeable, so much that it might even hinder my performance. Devastated, I knew I had to do everything possible to give myself an advantage. Although my iPhone could run Fortnite mobile at the time, it was an iPhone 7. And 30 frames per second would be a big limiting factor. So I begged my mom to let me borrow her iPad Pro, which pushed it up to 60. And unexpectedly, she gave it to me. So I quickly loaded up the game, I put in the custom code and everything, and boom, I am in the game. The only rule in the tournament was that I had to land in the Authority, which for all you players who haven't played Fortnite in like a decade, is basically the Tilted Towers of Chapter 2. I don't really have any footage of the game since iPads didn't really record replays at the time, and all I had was the potato quality Twitch stream of my display, which was awful to say the least. Anyways, I dropped out the Authority, and basically my whole strategy was to stay low-key and not do anything. I landed in, I think it was the bottom corner, but honestly, I don't even remember at this point. I camped in bushes, boxes, throughout the entire game, and the zone eventually rotated over to Frenzy Farm. Being the low-ground warrior I was, I sat in boxes on the floor and just sprayed everyone in my view. I remember vaguely that I was in shambles, since I was trapped under all the builds on like 200 ping. But against the odds, there was a guy that snuck up behind me, and hearing this dude behind me, I turned around and P90'd him from 200 to 0.
You're trash, kid.
And this guy gets all the credit for me winning the game, because he was loaded. This guy had like a whole load of heals, which I could use to camp and storm. And once the zone closed, it became a heal-off between me, who had like 50 floppers and small fries, versus other players with no heals because they actually fought each other. And then about 10 seconds later, the last player died, and I won the game.
You don't know how excited I was when I saw the roll victory Royale symbol on the top.
Oh, who's got the last one? Who was it? Oh, WalJu has got himself the Vic Royale. Look at all of those heals. Look at those weapons. Look at him go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. This is about to be yours. Are you kidding me?
I really wish that I had that clip saved, but I mean, that moment was magical.
One morning, I woke up to like 3 missed calls, 15 messages by Walton, and then he tells me that he wants me to join an LEA tournament, but he didn't really tell me any of the rules. As soon as I landed, Walton texted me that I had to land at the Authority, but with my high ping on EU, I just got sprayed, got shot, killed. I texted Walton right after, good luck. I hope you win. A couple minutes later, he's like, yes, I won it. It's like, hella sick. And now I get to occasionally play with it as well. It's very nice.
I don't think anybody else was probably watching or listening at the time that he was streaming this, because it was really early on a Saturday. Game went off, and I'm just not really having much high expectations for his chances in there. But then as the game progressed, it kept going. People kept getting killed in the game, and then I didn't really know how close it was till all of a sudden, he's jumping for joy that the game's over, and he's emerged victorious against an international cast of players. Very exciting. He was extremely excited. I was excited for him. It was a very, very crazy opportunity to get to play in that tournament and then to win it. A very, very neat experience indeed.
I still can't believe it's already been 4 years since I won this phone. That moment still gives me the chills to this day. But, to be honest, I fully expected just to be, in the video. Probably just being, one of the participants that's, the first one to die. But it's crazy being the winner of that game. Anyways, I guess the lesson out of this is always give it your all and never give up. As playing on a 5-inch screen and on servers halfway across the world, it definitely wasn't easy to win that.